Imagine this. You've recently completed a project at work or school that you're extremely proud of. You've worked long hours and poured your heart into every detail, and when you take a step back to appreciate your work, you feel a surge of satisfaction. But then something changes. You begin to wonder, what will others think? Will they approve? Will they praise me? Your happiness and confidence are quickly replaced by tension and uncertainty, all because you're waiting for someone else's approval. The need for external approval is a silent confidence killer. It gives others the right over your self-worth and confidence. We always seek validation from others, whether it's a nod from the boss, a compliment from a friend, or a like on social media. However, putting your self-worth in the hands of others is quite a risky game. Why do we need external approval? So as human beings, we want to be approved and accepted by society. That is why we always tend to rely on other people's opinion rather than our own. It's okay to sometimes ask for opinions, but it becomes a trap when it evolves into a need. The more you ask for confirmation from others, the less you respect your own opinions. You begin to assess your value by someone else's standards, which are mostly created by their own experiences, moods, and presumptions. Relying on them to determine your value is like constructing a home on shifting sand. It's unstable, untrustworthy, and will eventually collapse. Your confidence shatters in the most subtle ways when you start relying on others. It starts with doubting your own decisions and choices and not being able to appreciate your talent. You find yourself constantly asking questions, wondering if you're good enough. And if you face criticism, you will become disheartened and discouraged. Secondly, it will keep you in your bubble of comfort and will not let you express yourself and your creativity because you will fear what others will think of you. You may find yourself playing it safe, sticking to what you believe would be acceptable rather than taking risks and being real. You restrict your originality, thoughts, and voice to fit in, and in doing so, you darken the light that makes you you. So how do we stop this? It can be difficult, especially if you have a habit of seeking others' approval. But eventually, you can overcome this by shifting the source of validation from external to internal. Ask yourself the questions you usually ask others. Ask yourself, am I proud of what I've done? Did I give it my best? These are the questions that matter because you are the one living your life, not anyone else. When you start validating yourself internally, your confidence grows and you stop depending on others. You begin to recognize your strengths and embrace your imperfections. I know this isn't something you can develop overnight, but it is not impossible. It just takes practice. Start by not depending on others for small matters in your life. For example, stop asking others if this hairstyle suits you. If you like it, that's what matters. Embrace the fact that you won't please everyone, and that's okay. Your value isn't diminished by someone else's inability to see it. In the end, I would like to say that the need for external approval is like a thief. It steals your confidence, your happiness, and your potential. It makes you doubt your self-worth and confines you in your own little bubble of comfort. But when you start to validate yourself, your confidence naturally grows and you eventually realize that you don't need anyone else's opinion to live your life. So the next time you find yourself craving for someone else's approval, take a step back. Remember that the only approval you truly need in your life is your own. Trust yourself, believe in your worth, and let your confidence shine, not because others see it, but because you do.